Hello everyone, it's me as always, funkdoc, and this time I'm doing a two-player game on the Baden-Württemberg map rarely seen on BSW, and I'm playing against gaya159, who I'm guessing is a newer player. Usually it just ends up being newer players who play this map because BSW has this thing where this is the default map. And yeah, my opponent bought the 7 as their starting plant, so they're definitely a newer player. So I definitely just build one city. So Baden-Württemberg, so there's some special rules for this map. First of all, it only has 5 regions, whereas most other maps have 6. So a little less variety. I'll take Stuttgart. It's the kind of main central city here. The most connections into both the other regions here. Now, it's actually possible to tie in Step 1 cities on Baden, and the reason is each region has a special city that does not open up until Step 2. It only has Step 2 and Step 3 spots available, like Nuremberg here, Augsburg, and Strasbourg. So these will factor in later, and that's when one player will win the builds, getting more cities in the earlier spots compared to the opponent. And 44 under the deck. 15 drawn. So the way Baden works for turn order is different from other maps. That's the most crucial difference in terms of strategy. So normally in other maps, turn order is determined at the overall end of the turn. Whereas on Baden, I'll actually bid for this because I'm going to stay bottom here. Because turn order on Baden is determined after the auction. So because of this, I can stay at the bottom of the turn order even if I buy the 8 here. And like I will stay bottom for the next auction. My opponent pays this much for it, so I will pass now. The thing I could do is buy the 5 and just fully attack coal. I think I'll do that. No, I actually go for the 9. This is fine. Although maybe I should have bought the 5 instead so I could buy more coal. That was probably the better play, come to think of it. Just buy the 5 to go with the 4 and just max out the coal on my opponent. Anyway, Reutlingen is obviously the city I need here because my opponent is making a play for yellow. Like, they've already kind of locked up that region with this starting build. So I need to go here and protect purple. Purple is going to be important for me. Okay, and Gaia does not build as expected. So 15, 17, and 29. 29 actually goes under the deck. Oof. So we both have 2 cities now. I'm bottom for this auction, and so I'm going to say, what plants we end up with here will determine our turn order because of us having equal cities. Remember, turn order is set after the auction phase on Baden. That'll actually make me bid a little for the 10 here. Now I'll pass though. Question is, do I buy the 13 or do I not buy a plant at all? I may just not. No, I'll buy 13. I stored extra resources so I can live with turn order. Yeah, because now I can pass on plants next turn, and my opponent will have a very, very shitty set of choices. I can do this and still build. Opponent builds... Okay, there's the build to 3. So now I'll be in a good position to take the 15 next turn. And there's a dud afterwards, so I'm okay with this. An option I could take here is just to not buy a plant, but yeah. I'd rather make a little more money right now. Not build, I mean. I could have chosen not to build. But I think I'll do this now. Make my money right now. Well, 33 I missed, and 46, which is going to go under. And 19. The hits just keep on coming. I pass, and there's 22. I could buy the 5 in this situation, but that's not really going to do anything for me. Yeah, I'll pass, because this way I'll go bottom in the turn order now. And now I'm not going to build. Now I want to see if my opponent buys something next turn. If they don't, what'll actually be nice is... So this is another one of the rule changes for Baden. If nobody buys a plant in a given turn, the lowest 2 plants will be removed from the market, not just 1. I'd be eyeing Koppingen if I were my opponent right now. That would force me to take this more expensive connection into Ulm to protect purple here. This is a pretty motley step 3 market so far. So 5 is out for 34, and then the 6 is out for 16. All right. Well, this will be interesting now. Now I will build 1. Actually, I can build more. Because we're almost out of the total duds. Like, there's nothing left I wouldn't buy that were to drop after 16. And I'm going to be bottom for the next auction. So I'm just going to do, like, kind of a big build here. This is the sort of tactic you get on bottom because I can build now and I'll still be bottom for this next auction, which is important. Well, not mega build, but I take Koppingen for sure. Koppingen and Sigmaringen. I go for these. Just to protect all my stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to build past that, I think. Wow. Actually build above me anyway. Alright. Sure. Well, that guarantees I stay bottom after this auction, then. $34 for 24. And trash still not good yet. It's going to be... Ooh, pass! Yes, I'll take 16, thank you very much. Because we need to hit oil here. Now, I can't store any more extra coal on the 4. So I just build a 6. Yeah. Just buy up all the oil. All the oil now. All the oil for me. Ulm or Ravensburg, either of these are the cheapest way into this part of the map. This weird little tunnel here. Question is, Ulm or Ellwangen? I think it's Ulm. Yeah. They're building above me again. So I'm taking Ellwangen next turn then, for sure. $31 goes under. Yeah, this is a bad step 3 market. And 50 comes in, so we know that's going to go under the deck. Passing again, huh? Sure. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, the 4 is outliving its usefulness now. It's done a lot of damage to my opponent's coal, which is what I want. Take the last $5 oil, and I think I'll just be content with that. And now I do not want to move the market. So I don't want to build... Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention. Because you have one fewer step 1 city available compared to other maps, because of the special cities here, it takes one less city to trigger step 2. So that means in 2-player, it takes 9 cities for step 2. So I'm just stopping here. This does leave my opponent an opening, though. Biberach and try to get down here. Yep. I might I-24 now, actually. I might actually buy 24. Or I hope Gaia buys 24. I'm sure they're probably looking at how trash is evenly priced with the fossil fuels now. No, okay. I might actually buy 24 here just to keep a little pressure off oil and to prevent the market from moving as much. Because if I were to pass there with my opponent passing, we would remove 2 plants from the market. Now it's just 1. Thank you, 9. You more than did your job. Yeah. Question is, to trigger step 2 or not to trigger? I think now we're going to get into the good plants, though, so it's not really going to matter at this point. So I think now is the time for me to trigger because we're just about through with the bad plants now. So, yeah. And plus I need to trigger step 2 in order to... Yeah, I'm actually not going to store any extra oil on the 16. I just want to build now. There's a jump. Big old jump there. Okay. Well, now I don't need to build because I can just burn my trash. My opponent triggered step 2. 14 out, 18 in. Well, that's one of the weaker remaining plants. Or actually, do I fire 16 instead? Nah, because of 26 being in the market. Yeah, we do that. We do it this way. $35 gone, 37 in. Not much to say there. And now we have to bid. And this is perfectly suited for me not burning the oil last turn because now I can just replace the 16. Yeah, sure. Opponent gave that up. Like, I get where it's not that great of a plant for them with oil being so expensive at this point. Ooh, 25. I'll have my eye on that. So we're getting close to step 3 here. Yeah. I definitely stock up my 2 oil and 1 trash. Yeah, we do that. Gotta be, because oil is getting dicey now, so I really have to play this safe with the 26. Well, we know I have to build these now that they're open. Expensive as hell, but effective. Rechner is calculator on this map, by the way. They kept it all in German. I can't afford to go the full cheat route, so I think what I do instead is... Yeah, do it that way. That gets me to 12. So I'm paying a little bit extra in connections here. But I don't mind too much. My opponent probably won the builds on me, actually. Well, I don't know, because they made a really huge jump into Biberach over here. And now is where I build up a money lead on my opponent. 42 out, 39 in. We're getting close to step 3, though. 25 is not going to do a whole lot for me at this stage. But at the same time... I'll put in a bid. This lets me keep the pressure off oil for a turn. Or trash now, because my opponent gets the 30. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I might have lost the builds. Like, I lost by 1 city, but I don't know. All right. I'm not buying trash just yet. Wait for opponent to go above me, is what I'm thinking. Because, like, they don't understand the importance of turn order, clearly. I mean, me being stuck up top for the next auction isn't the greatest thing. But... yeah, I'm not building because then I can just run all my plants to power 12. $25 for that cheap, I think, ultimately makes enough money to be worth it. And again, bad step 3 market, so have to put 39 up for bid. We only have 2 of the 7 capacity plants. I should actually think about whether I can end the game this turn. Because my cities left are mostly cheap. So there's that. I've gotten through all the really expensive ones, just about. 1... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nah, because I'm still going to have to buy coal and oil, and yeah, no. 39, I bid for 39. At least my opponent still has to buy 2 more plants as well. I'll bid for this. I will pay this much for this plant. Because the market right now, it's really bad. Because there's only one 7 capacity plant in the game, just 46, so it's not worth it for me to try to fish for that drop, I think. Yeah, I'm going to buy another plant next turn, so I think I just replaced 24 now. And yeah, 42 came, so I feel very, very good about my life choices here. Definitely buying the 2 uranium. That's for sure. My opponent likely won't even buy an oil plant next turn. Well, they might. Yeah, 30, what? 31, 32. Yeah, 31 came. Okay. The nice thing is about this, I can afford to just buy an efficient 5 capacity plant because there aren't really good choices left for the 6s other than 50. Yeah, I'm not going to buy any extra resources here in this situation because I'm not running 25 until the end. And me getting bottom for the next auction is good news. We know Guy will want to replace 15. I just need to think. I'd be taking a risk next turn. Actually, wait, let me think. Do I gamble? I think I do. Why? This is why. I don't even know why you're bidding on this. Sure. And I assume you replace 15. Yeah, okay. 6, 2. Wow, there's exactly 2 coal left in the game for me, so this works. Yeah, I buy 44 and just end it now. So yeah, that's why I burned the coal there, because you cannot buy out coal. My opponent couldn't, looking at their plants. And I'm glad I made that decision. That's likely going to be make the difference in me winning this game. But that's Baden for you. There's really an encouragement to stay below your opponent in cities. You have to kind of play more long-term for turn order. I don't even know why my opponent bought 46. That was just a waste for them. I have my uranium, and I get my oil now. Coal and oil, and that's it. End of the game. Their cities remaining are expensive. I don't think they can even make it to 21. I bet. Yep, 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 yep. That's the sound of failure right there. Alright, good game. I actually didn't have a whole lot left for 21, but good game. Good game to my opponent. And that's Baden for you. I really want to see more of the veteran players take on Baden. I know this is ugly as shit, like in the BSW implementation. I guess it's supposed to be based on a real power company in Germany. It looks terrible, but I like how the map plays. So with that, I will say, get on learning this map. I'll help play some games with you to teach you sometime if you want, and see you later.